Hey guys, Ryan with RG Tech here. Today we're going to take a look at a Viewsonic monitor that has FreeSync. Check it out. Yep, you heard me correctly. This monitor, this Viewsonic VX2757 MHD. That's a mouthful. Need a better naming scheme. Has FreeSync built into it. So this is a 1080p 27-inch monitor that has AMD's FreeSync technology built into it. However, caveat is it only goes up to 75 Hz. This is more mainstream, positioned towards the budget gamer that wants to have FreeSync technology. Right now, currently priced is putting it a hair over $200. I found it on Amazon for $220 today. Prices do vary. The $200 price point is a tough one to match in terms of getting a 1080p monitor. Right now, you get a 60 Hz monitor for about $100 on Newegg without any sort of adaptive screen technology. So, are you going to pay an extra $120 per se to get 27 inches as opposed to 24 and FreeSync? That's a tough one to choose. The monitor itself is a TN panel with a 11.4 millisecond grade of gray, so not the greatest grade of gray. It's not bad in terms of playing games, but it definitely is noticeable compared to other 144 Hz variants, 120 Hz variants, and other 60 Hz variants, to be honest. The line in the sand really honestly is 5 milliseconds. Couple monitors out there advertise 1 millisecond, which is really good for FPS gaming. Strategy MOBA 11.4 is not a big deal at all. You don't really need that type of fast response time. Not to mention 75 Hz is kind of not a big deal with most MOBA or strategy gamers. So in terms of connectivity, Viewsonic I think kind of dropped the ball a little bit in terms of FreeSync and included cables. DisplayPort, in my opinion, is a little bit newer for most traditional budget gamers. Most are going to be somewhat on VGA or mostly on DVI or maybe even HDMI. HDMI is pretty much mainstream, but to enable FreeSync, you have to have a DisplayPort. So coincidentally, Nexius already sent me a monitor as well too. I just robbed the DisplayPort cable out of that one to make this work with FreeSync. FreeSync works without a hitch. Loaded up the latest AMD drivers. It found FreeSync panel, FreeSync everything. It was great. That's kind of a hitch in itself. It does include a VGA cable. God knows what. I would have minus the VGA cable and put a DisplayPort cable. Coincidentally, Viewsonic included an HDMI cable, so I'm here nor there on that one. It does provide support for higher resolutions, but still at 60 Hz. So the 75 Hz play is kind of a dumb thing at that. When you take in regards of FreeSync. So once I got FreeSync running at 75 Hz, I loaded up a few different games. I wanted to see if I could actually see the difference. I was running 96 Hz on my Unix 1440p panel, and yes, I could see the difference. It wasn't adaptive, so I saw a bit of screen tearing, and lo and behold, I didn't see any screen tearing on this Viewsonic monitor. So it is a good quality monitor in terms of that. Being a TN panel, you still get some of the issues that TN panels produce. Namely, you're going to see the less viewing angles when you get to the sides of the monitor itself. They're not very good at color reproduction. They're not marketed so that you can do color correction on it. However, it's not bad. Colors are okay on it, traditional of any gaming monitor. Everything was individually labeled, packaged. Inside, you got the stand, the monitor, obviously, a 3.5 millimeter cable for connecting audio from your computer to your speakers. Don't do that. It sounds horrible. Very tinny. Just get a cheap pair of speakers. The only things that I would probably minus points off is the chintzy stand. It is very wobbly. The accenting is kind of cheesy. I know it's a gaming monitor, I get it, but the only things that scream gaming on it is FreeSync. That's the only thing. There's not a high resolution display. It doesn't include the DisplayPort, which, whatever. It doesn't have any track lighting or anything else like that, like Asus or Acer does. it's not really screaming gaming at me. It seems more like a workstation and let's play some games on the side kind of thing and kind of enjoy them kind of thing. So if that's your prerogative and that's what your idea is for this monitor, then great, this monitor is for you. But personally, at $220, I'd hold mine in my cash, spend it on something else, whether it be a 1440p panel that doesn't have the adaptive sync technology, or a 1080p panel that does. Personally, I think 1440p is a sweet spot with most things. You're going to get a lot of the higher resolution without having to sacrifice a lot of the horsepower to go along with it. So personally, I'm really excited to see what other companies are going to be able to do with 1440p or Quad HD widescreen resolution in a sense. I know Acer makes one right now, so that's something to take in consideration. But the price point is also driven up to over $1,000 for those kind of panels. So if you want to play with the big dogs, you got to spend the big cash. So for the budget-minded consumer, personally, $220, I'd hold out a little bit longer. You're going to see price drops on a whole lot of different things, especially 1080p panels now that they are coming out into the mainstream. So I would probably hold out for a 1440p panel with FreeSync or G-Sync and see how that fares. So I'm going to get on out of here. I got some other stuff to do. I will catch you guys in the next one. Do that dislike thing. Comment in the section below. I respond to every single comment. I appreciate all their comments. I appreciate every single sub that I get. I'm planning a giveaway here. I'm talking with Mike the Manic Geek. I will link his channel description in the description below. We are in talks of giving away some stuff, so keep on the lookout for that. Also, Doom PC updates. PC's built, waiting on some water cooling gear from SwiftTech. It's running a Z170 classified from EVGA as well as an 850 watt G2 power supply. Intel 6700K. It's going to be clocked at somewhere around 4.7 gigahertz, all under SwiftTech water cooling. And a AMD Fury X in there. Maybe 2, depending on driver support. So I got to get into contact with AMD about that, about Vulkan. So if you can light AMD up about Vulkan support, you might see 2 out of that whole thing, which would be awesome. But I'm going to get on out of here. See you guys in the next video, guys. Out.